Yo, what's going on? This is Artest. You're watching Thisis50.com.
Can nobody do it better? Can't slow me down, won't stop me, never.
Yeah, it's cool, growing up in Queensbridge, as a kid, you don't really know how special the place is, and you start going outside at around 10 years old, 8 years old, whatever. I really didn't get accustomed to the history of Queensbridge until the age of 12. The age of 12 or 13. It gave me a lot of high goals to try to reach. So as a kid, it was all oldies. It was all Michael Jackson, the R&B back in the 80s and stuff like that. So it wasn't a lot of rap. I ain't started listening to rap until I started to go outside. Outside Rakim, my dad was a big Rakim fan. Outside that, I ain't listening to rap, Mobb Deep. I ain't even know how to use the word gun. When I first heard of that word, I felt awkward using it because I didn't know how to put it in a sentence. I think they sheltered me in a way where it wasn't like overprotected. They helped me to learn what's right and what's wrong, but it wasn't overprotected. And my dad, he kept me focused on the court so much where I didn't really have time
to be outside hanging out.
Yeah, to be outside. And I love my dad so much where, he gave me this gift, to want to play hard, because he was out there going hard, and I just stuck with it.
I used to play when I was younger, but I wasn't as good as him.
I think when I was young, I lost a game, and I really couldn't do nothing about it because I didn't have the skills to win. And it was just a basketball game, but it was like, why can't I put this damn basketball in the hoop? And why is this guy continuing to score me? It was like personal. I was about 10 years old, I think, and we lost, and I cried out. I remember the day I cried out, I was so pissed. And I'm just like, you know what, this can never happen again. From that point on, I wanted to learn how to play that game so I could just be better than everybody. And that's where I started to play defense, and my dad kind of, helped me out a little bit with that.
We got Artest, don't you know? He's a crazy man. Defense all crazy, man. This ain't no lazy man.
I had a bad temper, and I found out it came back to my childhood, and then I would always sabotage things that I love, whether it was a relationship or whether it was basketball. I always was a fan of Kobe. I'm a fan of a lot of players in the NBA, especially players that really focus on fundamentals. That's something Kobe and other players do. So it was easy to make that transition to be his teammate. It's something I always wanted to do. But when you're going to battle and war against somebody, you don't got time to be friends, because if they beat you, they're going to go off and go to Disney, and you're going to go home, and so it's not like a thing where you can be friends. I don't listen to people much, but I'm disciplined. If I know I'm doing something wrong, I try to correct it. So like, if I'm partying too much, I know, okay, instead of stopping to drink on September 31st, the day before training camp, why not stop, July 15th? Instead of getting a technical foul during the season, why not just get no text? Instead of being selfish on the court, why not play with your team?
You read the newspapers, you saw the magazines, you got the internet, but you ain't gotta Google me.
That's how I play my game. It's all math, all my angles on the court. Sometimes my body moves over here, my brain's working over here, and I know exactly where the ball's at, and the angles that I cut people off. I'm not that fast, but once you do a couple moves, I know exactly where to move, and then you ain't got no chance, and people don't understand that. They just say Artest getting old, he getting slow. They say that every year, and I wound up shutting down the #1 scorer, the #2 scorer, which has never been done before in the playoffs, like to shut down every #1 player to hold them under percentages. But people don't know that about the game. They don't know how crazy that is. Yeah, for me it's mental, because your body's not working. Don't depend on your body. If you depend on feeling good, then you lost. Your mind's like kind of just dragging you. And say, come on, let's go. Because if you're depending on, fresh legs, then you just might as well just get ready for next year.
You can't get excited about that. You shouldn't get excited about anything.
It's gonna be hard trying to catch 50, but I'm working on a lot of stuff. 50, I remember one time, he always gives a lot of advice when he talks to you. I guess we almost the same age, but I always wanted to play basketball. I did not care about a Nike I didn't care about going to radio and promoting. When I had music years ago, I was on that court. And my artists were like, yo, let's go to the radio, let's go do this and do that. And I'm playing like 4 games a day. Like, whatever, man, we do that later. But now it's like, I'm getting older, I want to start preparing for basketball. So now I got to find out how can I keep my game right and then prepare after basketball now. The VH1 reality show, and that's going to be surrounded around therapy. After the game, I said, I want to thank my psychologist. I said psychiatrist.
My psychiatrist, she really helped me relax a lot. Thank you so much.
And she called me up to I'm not a psychiatrist, I'm a psychologist. I said, sorry. And but the main thing behind that, 3 years ago in Sacramento, I wanted to do these group sessions with kids, and went with the real psychologists, and just let people talk through their problems, whether they're involved in gang violence, drug violence, abuse at home. Right now, the writers, I don't think have any passion. Everybody wants to sound like a Drake and a Kanye, and that's where all writers is going right now. And I hope they're watching this. They got to switch their game up. Michael Jackson, he wrote with passion. Just because you're doing a song, you got to be yourself. And Michael Jackson, he was on shorty songs, on girl songs. You would think he's about to smack somebody in the face. When I do music, I kind of think of Michael. I'm not nowhere in Michael's globe, but when I do music, I always think of Michael and how he would do it.
I got a single, it's called Champion. I did a song called Champion last June.
The Champion record was meant for all champions. Whether you're a good father, you're a champion. If you're a good math teacher, you're a champion. You're a role model, you're a champion. NASCAR, winner, you're a champion. It wasn't just for basketball. But they said, yo, you should wait and win the championship. I said, how I know I'm winning the championship? These guys is good. I'm going to try, but I don't know. 50 didn't know you were going to sell 10 million records. You just try.
You're hitting the wrong person. Don't you know you're hitting wrong Artest?
I'm happy to be a part in my prime to be able to be on the same stage, as another rapper, I guess, like 50 and Jay. Got a new hot single, which one called How the Streets Want It. It's crazy. And all you kids out there, do your thing, stay focused, stay on the path. Shout out to Shin Shin, Worldwide Warriors, all my producers, Rockaway. I want to shout out Q Made the Beat. Shout out Lucky, Chalice, Val Ruck. Shout out to my block 10th Street. Shout out to the championship.
They say we did it again. Hands high for the champ. We are victorious. We only in it to win. Stand up for the champion.
What's poppin'? This is Ron Artest, and you're checking out Boo Boo TV.